Welcome to Trinket Man Productions. I want to share with you my new short, Stella Cadente, which is an animated segment about a kid who sees a falling star and tries to save it, but ultimately ends up killing it. I want to share with you today my process of making storyboards. I'm not the best drawer, but I just want to get my ideas down onto the page. For instance, I can see that I want this to be on the beach, and I want it to turn from day to night, and then I would like for the main character named Bruno to come on and plop down his telescope, and I want him to start looking through the telescope. I'm just trying to find the keyframes for this animation and get a feel for the tempo. This shot, I think, will be cool because I want it to be looking through the telescope, and I want the story to be told through the telescope. So we can see the moon, and then Bruno moves the telescope, and then after Bruno moves the telescope, we are introduced to the main star, if you want to say, which is the big star, the mom star, and a little star, the one that will be falling, which you can see here. Now we can see the star. I almost want it to be like shooting off of the moon, rolling off the moon, and we can see Bruno just staring at it. Obviously, this is the reaction shot to Bruno. Now Bruno's running off. He wants to save this star as it's falling into the ocean. He doesn't want to burn out. He hops on his boat and he rows as fast as he can to try to save the star. Now, he's made it out there, and he has caught the star. At this point, the star is still hot, obviously. He drops it in the boat. And now, this is probably one of the most confusing slides, most confusing storyboard I have, which is just the star bouncing around the boat and almost falling back into the water before Bruno is able to catch him again, but this time in a glass jar. And at this point, Bruno loves this star. Now what I try to depict in this one is just Bruno hanging out with the star. He's having a good time. But then, out of nowhere, the star starts rising again. It wants to go back home. He wants to go back to the sky. He wants to be free. Bruno doesn't want this, and he snatches it back up into the glass jar. And then, after it's in the glass jar, he throws a lid onto it. And he's happy. He has his star, he has his friend, and he's hugging the jar. Until the star starts acting all weird. It starts sparking and flashing. And now it's gone out. The star has went out, it has suffocated. We get one last glimpse of his face before it turns to darkness. And that's my story. I hope you stick around and continue watching as I make this short. I would love to get your feedback, and I would love to see what kind of creative work you guys have done yourself. Thank you, and good night.